10 laps to go from the 8 Bowl Super Speedway. The field coming off turn 4, heading down to turn number 1. Philip Von Boris is the race leader. He's got a couple of lap cars between him and Ben Smith. You have Von Boris leading the inside lane, the lap car of John Williams between him and Ben Smith. Blake Turner back to third. He's pulling ahead on the inside lane with Matt Adams back to fourth. As Britton Baker, the lap car, stuck up on the outside lane, kind of holding everybody else back. Single file, now they spread out as they head down to turn number 3. John Williams now takes over that top spot here, but of course that car is a lap down, so now the battle for the lead between Ben Smith and Blake Turner as they push past Philip Von Boris here through the middle of 3 and 4. Field coming down to 9 laps to go this time by. We've had 92 lead changes so far, and this will be the 93rd as Ben Smith leads that lap across the line. This shatters the all-time track record at 72 lead changes and is now third all-time in Corvega Cup Series history. Talladega and Rimouski last season, each with 105 and 100 lead changes, are the most in series history. The other big story today is fuel mileage as we're closing in on the final laps of the race. The fuel window will put most of these drivers on pit road with 5 or fewer laps to go. They were last on pit road back at lap 118 to 120 during the last caution period. And of course the other question mark is, do we see guys risk staying out and running out of fuel to catch a caution if there's if there's another caution? We've had crashes every time they've come to pit road. And that's going to be something to keep an eye on here. Meanwhile, John Williams leading them through turn 2. Off of the back straightaway, he is again 1 lap down, and so is Trent Varner in the 89. Blake Turner, the race leader, as they head down to turn 3. And as they come to turn 3 this time by, Turner's going to take the lead of the pack. He'll drop down to the inside of John Williams. Trent Varner in the 89, the lap car for him, is down there. Lewis Black's going to follow him down there along with Matthew Adams as they come off of turn 4. They'll come down to the front straightaway here this time. I believe it'll be 7 laps to go. And Blake Turner still holding on to the lead. Lewis Black now running in second. And Blake Turner, Lewis Black's still single file here on the inside lane. Trent Varner forced up to the outside. He'll be side by side with fellow lap driver John Williams. Urban Jacklin and Matt Adams mixing it up back further on. Coming down to turn number 3, Blake Turner goes up to the outside to block Lewis Black. Black will fall back. Now here comes John Williams and Trent Varner, the 2 lapped cars back to the inside, trying to fight their way back on the lead lap. Matt Adams forces his way up to second. Von Boris to third. Lewis Black free-falling now on the outside lane off 4. Coming back to the line, and again, fuel being a concern, we should start seeing a couple cars head for pit road next time by. We're hearing Lewis Black should be one of them. Casey Blanford also planning to pit next here in a couple of laps. But it's John Williams now pushing ahead. He'll take over the top spot again as a lapped car. Philip Von Boris, the leader here as they come off of turn 2, heading for the tunnel. Through the tunnel they come. Von Boris there to the inside. Blake Turner is second. Lewis Black, Matt Adams side by side for third. And then it's Mark Luft and I believe that's Itzel Vasquez battling for the 5th position as they come through turn 3 and 4. Heading for 5 to go. Philip Von Boris, the race leader here as they come off of turn number 4. Blake Turner alongside, and Matt Adams going to take him 3 wide into turn 1. 3 wide indeed here as they come back around. 5 laps to go. Matt Adams pulls ahead with help from teammate John Williams. Lewis Black now pulls ahead of Blake Turner. Turner back to third, battling Urban Jacklin and Mark Luft. Down the back straightaway, it'll be Matt Adams with the race lead. He'll throw the block on John Williams up to the outside wall, back down to the inside in front of Lewis Black. Meanwhile, Williams to the outside lane with Urban Jacklin and Mark Luft. Blake Turner, the lap car of Trent Varner, and Dallas Whitaker now making some headway on the inside line. Adams jumps up to the outside as they catch Kevin Dugan Jr. to put him a lap down. And the 34 with damage from that earlier crash slowing the field a little bit, so Adams going to pull ahead by 2 or 3 car lengths into turn 1. And Lewis Black is one of the drivers that head pit road, as Casey Blanford does. Meanwhile, up front, Adams with a 2 to 3 car length lead over the lap car of John Williams, Urban Jacklin, and Mark Luft in line. Single file for the field as they head down the back straightaway, and nobody willing to pull out a line. Now John Williams dives to the inside. He's side by side with his teammate Matt Adams. That's not the battle for the lead, though. Jacklin, second in line, pulls ahead. He'll take the lead in the 27 car. Then it's Ben Malik and Mark Luft. Kimberly McCaslin there as well in the number 9. Field will come to 3 laps to go this time by. Ben Malik, Kimberly McCaslin, Mark Luft, and others come to pit road, including Blake Turner in the 18. Side by side for the race, lead there, looked like they were for the lead there for a moment. Urban Jacklin, teammate to the number 3 of Joseph Tanner, both of them 1-2 as they come off turn 2. Matt Adams the 3rd, 4th and 5th is Philip Von Borries. They're trying to make something happen from there. Yeah, but they're way back in the pack. It's side by side for the race lead. You've got the Ben Smith Racing Jacklin machine up on the outside lane. Then you have Joseph Tanner, who just took over the race lead on the bottom. Help from John Williams, the lap car there, is Ben Smith Racing and Wolkowitz Motorsports battling for the top 2 spots here, but with help from lap cars. 2 laps to go this time by. Into turn number 1, we have Nick Dilbeck's car slow on pit road, trying to make it there. It looks like he'll do it. He's out of fuel. Meanwhile, back up at the front of the field, it's Joseph Tanner, teammate Urban Jacklin, Matt Adams. Tyler Attell has closed the gap. He's now 4th, and Philip Von Borries a little further back in 5th. Coming down to turn number 3 here, it'll be 3 wide for the lead again. Adams to the bottom, Jacklin to the middle, Tanner to the top. Tyler Attell follows Adams to the inside lane, with Philip Von Borries in the 4 car on the bottom as well. We come to the white flag this time by. 1 lap to go. Matt Adams is the race leader. Can he hold off Tyler Attell, Philip Von Borries, and the rest of the field as Urban Jacklin pulls off the pit road? Jacklin pulls off the pit road is no longer a factor. It's now Adams and Von Borries. They are nose to tail. John Williams, the lap car, forcing Tyler Attell up the racetrack. No help for the 38. 3 of Joseph Tanner trying to close the gap back in 4th as they exit turn 2. Here they come down the back straightaway once again for the final time here at 8 Bull. Von Borries to the outside of Matt Adams for the race lead. He's got help from John Williams. Adams slowing on the inside lane with Tyler Attell in line. They may be out of fuel in turn 3. Von Borries able to pull ahead as they come off of turn number 4. Here comes Leah Reed in the 17 with a big head of steam. Who's going to get here to the line first? Von Borries pulls to the right. Reed almost gets there, but is not enough. Philip Von Borries is the winner. Leah Reed comes home in 2nd, Matt Adams in 3rd, Joseph Tanner in 4th, Tyler Attell finishes in the 5th position. We'll be right back.